Oh, sugar honey iced tea. It's the EAC Show.
Hey, ladies and gents, I'm Emilio A. Colon.
And I am Marcus Mack, and this is the EAC Show coming to you from sunny South Florida with episode 97.
Episode 97 of the EAC Show. We're finally shooting in studio, episode 97. What a great weekend of sports. I mean, you had the NBA Finals, LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers defeat the Miami Heat. A valiant effort by the Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler and them boys, but LeBron James and AD were a little bit too much. Yeah. Week 4 champion. I got it crowned. Let me give it to you right now. Right. Week 4 pick champion Marcus Mack. He gets to wear the crown. Week 5, I'm already ahead, so that's going to be coming back to me next week,
I'm going to put this on a tilt.
So we've had 5 weeks of picks so far. I've won 3, including week 5. I've won 3, Marcus won 2, and Cameron has won none so far. Not 1 week. Cam has won. So we're going to discuss week 5 recap real quick, even though we have 2 more games still available on week 5.
Am I good, though?
Yeah, you look good. It fits your outfit, too. Like, sneakers and all, dude.
On the tilt?
Yeah.
Good? Okay, all right, cool.
So, and then we're going to discuss, unfortunately, a very, very horrible injury to Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott. I know you've seen it, Marcus Mack. Yeah. It was very, very gruesome. There's a lot of people talking about it. We're going to tackle a little bit into it. Marcus is going to give some of his thoughts and some of his theories, and I'm going to give some of my thoughts and some of my theories. Marcus back. The first thing we're going to discuss, let's discuss NBA Finals. LeBron James, Los Angeles Lakers, get it done. They win. Give me how you feel about everything that you've seen afterwards, all the hate, all the support, whatever it may be. Just give me your opinion on what you think about. Does LeBron James earn everybody's respect, this, that, and the third?
All right, well, listen. There's 2 things my mother always told me to never argue about. That's religion and politics. But in the hood, there's 2 things that you cannot argue about. That's sports and rappers. You understand what I'm saying? See, because in sports, there's straight statistics. At this point, there is no arguing.
Right.
LeBron James, 4 rings.
4 rings? That's 3, by the way.
Excuse me, 4. I want to make sure that you know. Excuse me, 4. 4 rings, sir. So there's no disputing this. This is hands down one of the greatest players. Next thing we're gonna rest my crown down there. LeBron James, hands down one of the greatest players to play the game. We're talking about 4 MVPs with 3 different franchises. What other player has done that? If that's an incredible feat for you?
No, not for nothing. What he's done is unprecedented. Obviously, it's not very likely back in the days for players to jump from team to team to team. So for him to do the things that he's doing is astronomical. I mean, it's crazy how I think in the last 10 finals he's been part of 9, or 10 finals he's been part of 11, or whatever maybe. LeBron James is hands down one of the greatest players of all time. I don't like the back and forth about who's better because eras are different, game was different, basketball was played differently back then. So that to me is all nonsense. LeBron James, his greatness, without a doubt, 100% is anointed. The only thing I don't like about this is that only speaking about him. It was a team win. They were up by 26 at the half. It was a blowout. It was a done deal. It was a wrap at halftime. I didn't even watch a minute of it after halftime. I didn't check any of it. I started watching the Sunday night game, which was completely and utterly exciting because the Seahawks ended coming back. But we'll tap into that in a second. But I just don't like how they're just anointing it to LeBron. Like AD was a part of it. Caruso, Kuzma, Caldwell Pope, all these boys.
I think more than anything, they're celebrating his leadership. But there's no way in the world like we can take this away from Anthony Davis.
No.
Rondo. Yeah. Rondo. We're talking about from Boston Celtics days. We're talking about a huge player. Even in this playoff series, you can see the explosiveness of Rondo and his defensive acumen, everything that he's done.
Bring
to the table for the LA Lakers is huge. And then Kuzma.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Big shout outs to Green. I don't know what happened with that shot. We're not going to excuse him for that shot in game 5. We're not going to excuse that, but that's neither here nor there.
But Marcus Mack, I want to give out a valiant shout out and effort to Eric Spoelstra, Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, the Miami Heat. They took it to 6 games. You didn't even think it was going to go there. You said it was going to be a sweep. Then it went to 5. You called it the gentleman's sweep. Then it went into 6, and you were like, yo, they're done. We all knew they were done after 6. Right. They had no more energy. They were all tapped out. But valiant effort. Shout out to Miami Heat. I saw a video of Eric Spoelstra crying after the press conference. After you should be, because you want to know why?
Right.
You're emotionally invested in what you're doing. There's no reason not to have some type of emotion, Marcus.
Of course. I mean, we're talking about the NBA playoffs. Finals. You made it to the finals. The NBA playoffs. Of course, you wanted that ring. You wanted that trophy. The whole team did. You understand what I'm saying? But, without Bam there and, the team that you're facing, a full team.
Yeah,
I congratulate the Heat again, too. I also congratulate all the Heat fans. Mm-hmm. You guys. Oh, man, you guys. We'll talk about y'all another time.
Yeah, I saw fans full-fledged praying to God, like literally for the Heat to win over the Lakers, which... we all knew that there was a tough feat, not for nothing, Marcus.
Pray to the Spalding gods next season.
Next season. Valiant effort by the Miami Heat, without question, without a doubt. We're going to get into some football stuff. We're going to talk about the sad injury to Dak Prescott. Right. Marcus, you and I talked about it off air. Let's talk about it on air. A lot of people are concerned. A lot of people are worried. Oh, he only signed a one-year deal. He didn't take the full long-term agreement. I'm going to touch base on why it doesn't matter.
Which some people feel like he should have taken the longer deal with more money.
Right.
But, he pretty much bet on himself, which shout outs to him for that. But go ahead.
Okay, so this is what I think, and this is how I feel about this. For all these people that are concerned with Dak Prescott is going to heal. This is not a career-ending injury. He's going to heal. He's going to be better. If you mean to tell me that there's not a team, 5 teams at least, that will love Dak Prescott's services as an elite quarterback in the NFL, you must be out of your mind. I can literally count 2 teams right now, the Chicago Bears and the Jacksonville Jaguars, that will gladly have Dak Prescott. The Indianapolis Colts, they will gladly have Dak Prescott, without question. For these people that are so concerned about why did he take the money, he betted on himself, this is the part of taking the money, you secure your family's financial future. His future's secure no matter what. He can play. As long as he's on the field, he's going to make your team better. Now, all he has to do is rest up, heal up. This is not a career-ending injury, and he's going to be successful next year and in the years to come. Stop worrying about that man's pockets.
Yeah. I mean, we talking about the whole world here. Everyone has an opinion, But me personally, I think for a player of his stature, I think, of course, this is not the end of the road for him.
No off-the-field problems. An extremely likable guy.
Right.
He's the face of the Dallas Cowboys. Why, other than, he performs. He doesn't turn the ball over a lot. He's not the reason why you lose games. He's part of progress and moving forward and trying to win championships. He does nothing to hurt you in any way, shape, or form, on the field or off the field.
Let's not even forget what got him to this point where he had the option even to be a franchise player.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying?
Because he's playing well.
Exactly. So there's no way in the world that you can take that away from him, man. I think that his deal was a great deal. I think his deal was a great deal. It's just who was to know something like this was going to happen? But of course, we all know that the shelf life for NFL players is very short in a lot of cases. So, I just feel like he has a lot more left to go. And he just got to rest up, man. Just got to rest up. Like any injury, just don't put too much anything on that particular part of the body. Let it rest. We'll see you in a couple of months. Now, maybe even next year.
This is a little bit off topic because I'm getting excited. Just like how Eric Spoelstra was so emotional and invested into what he's doing. I'm invested into what we're doing. I'm so excited that we're actually shooting in studio today.
Right.
Zoom. Fuck you. I appreciate what you've been doing for us lately because we've been able to do the show through Zoom. But Zoom, fuck you. Zoom is so bad. I'm appreciative of Zoom, but I'm hating Zoom at the same time. Because Zoom has allowed us to put the show together, but the quality of the show, the cutting out, the freezing, all this bullshit has been nonsense. To shoot here is a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, it really is. When I got the phone call, it's like, yo, listen, it's time. We can shoot again. I said, what? Really? All right, I'm coming. Let's do it. Yeah, but I'm happy to be here, man.
So how are you feeling about being the Week 4 champ? Now, your Week 4 title isn't going to last that long because I'm already well ahead of you in camp. Right. But how does it feel to be the Week 4 champ, Marcus?
Hey, listen, man, I already told you, man. I am hands down the worst sportscaster ever, but I am hands down the best picker
for last week.
Listen,
for last week.
But given the circumstance, it's just like when we was talking about the Miami Heat against the Lakers. Is the Lakers garbage if the Miami Heat is beating them, or is it because the Miami Heat just has some elite players?
That's your story. You sticking to it?
Listen, is the cup half empty or half full? All I'm saying is I'm doing damn good. somebody who don't know that much about sports. I'm doing damn good. Listen, jersey colors, how I'm feeling that particular night, everything. I'll give you guys a whole play-by-play rundown. I'll give you guys the book title. You go out and buy it. Trust me, I'm going to have a whole guide on how to pick teams. Just give me a while. I got you.
So, Marcus Mack, we had a couple of games this weekend for Week 5 NFL. You know, they went a certain way. They went opposite way. One of the games, the 1 o'clock games that had started was the Kansas City Chiefs, where both you and Cameron had. I had the Las Vegas Raiders to cover.
Right.
The Las Vegas Raiders ended up winning the game outright. Now, I'm going to ask you something. Do you think, now this is an overreaction or not an overreaction, do you think the Kansas City Chiefs are on the decline, or this is just a bump in the road?
Their record was perfect, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was perfect.
I mean, we all have down times. Just same thing with athletes. They have down games. I don't think they're on a decline. I think the Raiders played a great game.
So overreaction. That's your choice.
I think overreaction.
Yeah, overreaction. I have to agree, Marcus Mack. I think it's an overreaction as well. I think Las Vegas played a really, really good game.
Right.
The way the defense was set up for Kansas City, they were forcing Derek Carr to go down the field, and he literally was just going down the field. He was throwing the ball 20, 30 yards down the field, and they were making those plays. So shout out to them for winning the game. I'm also trying to remember and trying to think. I know we had a couple of other games that didn't go. Oh, the Miami Dolphins, that we're in sunny South Florida. The Miami Dolphins not only beat the San Francisco 49ers, they smacked the dog shit out of the San Francisco 49ers. They won it was 43-17. You had the 49ers. Cameron had the 49ers. I had the Dolphins.
What was the spread on that game?
It was +9.5.
49ers.
For the Dolphins.
For the Dolphins, right.
The Dolphins
Yeah,
were
right.
-9.5. So, overreaction or not overreaction, the Dolphins are a really good team.
You want me to answer?
I'm asking your opinion.
No, man. No, I don't want to say that.
You have to.
Dolphins are trash. The Dolphins are trash.
No. The Giants and the Jets are trash. The Dolphins are not trash. I'm going to say it's not an overreaction. I'm going to say that Brian Flores has that team playing well. Ryan Fitzpatrick knows what he's doing. The defense is good. I mean, obviously he's doing it with a bunch of guys that no one really wants except the players he brought in from New England. Those are his types of players. But in my opinion, I think Brian Flores, there's so many teams in this league that would love to have the situation that the Dolphins are in right now. So I'm going to say it's not a real overreaction. I'm going to say that if the Dolphins keep playing the way they're playing, they're going to have a chance to play in the playoffs.
That's a big statement.
I'm telling you right now.
That's a big statement. When was the last time that the Dolphins have been in the playoffs?
Jesus, it was probably when Chad Pennington was their quarterback, if I'm not mistaken. That's how long ago it's been. That's how long it's been. Not for nothing.
Yeah, we'll be wishing on a star. I remember. Yo, listen. 1 year, I think they was 0-10.
Yeah, they've been. Sometimes they've been terrible. Now, Marcus Mack, we have to talk about this because this happened last night. All of us had this pick, if I'm not mistaken, correct? You, myself, and Cameron. We all went with Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers to beat the now 0-5 Atlanta Falcons. After the game, the owner of the Falcons fired the GM, Thomas Dimitroff, and he fired the head coach, Dan Quinn. So,
yo, do you know what that conversation was probably like in whatever office they was in? There was a whole lot of chairs being thrown.
Do it.
Bro, listen, you hear what I said? It was a lot of chairs being thrown and screaming and, yo, somebody's got to go. Somebody's got to go.
This had to be extremely hard for the Atlanta Falcons owner Arthur Blank because not for nothing, less than 3-4 years ago, these guys were in the Super Bowl and now they're struggling to win one regular season playoff game, regular season game.
And the crazy thing is that they play well, and then at some point they start to just fall apart.
Yeah, play like shit, not for nothing. I think personally it's time to move on from Matt Ryan. I know Matt Ryan's owed a lot of money. You have my team, the New York Jets. You have the New York Giants. You have the Jacksonville Jaguars. You have the Atlanta Falcons that are pretty much all in the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes. Trevor Lawrence, quarterback for Clemson, baller, straight. He's going to be amazing in the NFL, in my opinion. So you got all these teams that literally can just have that first-round draft pick and get the number 1 overall pick. I think, and this is just me saying this, I think the perfect place for Trevor Lawrence to play would be in Atlanta. Atlanta will have the foundation. Absolutely. Atlanta will have the foundation. He's played in the SEC. It's very easy to be able to like a player like Trevor Lawrence. And not for nothing, he's in a dome. Everything is just set up for me, in my opinion, for him to take over Matt Ryan's position. You could get rid of Matt Ryan Figure out a way. I think there's some guaranteed money that he gets or some way, shape, or form. But figure out a way to get rid of Matt Ryan. And Trevor Lawrence would be a perfect fit in Atlanta.
What do you think? Trevor Lawrence is more of a ground player, or he's an air?
No. I mean,
air
obviously
guy?
he could do both. Like he could. I mean, in all actuality, you don't want your quarterback to take the hits. He took a bunch of hits in that game against the Miami Hurricanes over this weekend. The Miami Hurricanes were headhunting for him. They were trying to go all out to hurt him.
Yeah, I really think that the U will be out there with brass knuckles and all that. But
Listen, I don't mind that though. The U playing the way they playing lately is great. I don't mind. That's great for football.
Yeah.
Because when the U is good, football is better. You know. So even though the U took the L and they got smacked by Clemson, not for nothing. Even though they took that L, at least they went down trying to fight. You know. I totally agree with what they're doing. Now we had a game that was at 4:00. Getting back to the NFL, we had the Dallas Cowboys versus the New York Giants. And the Dallas Cowboys just barely eked by. Literally, it was a 7.5 spread. If I'm not mistaken, the Giants ended up losing the game by 3 points. That's the game that Prescott got hurt. Andy Dalton came in. My question to you, Marcus, reaction, overreaction, or, is it the right reaction? Do you think that Andy Dalton, which is the backup quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, can lead the Dallas Cowboys to be the winners of the NFC East, which is the division with the Washington football team, the New York Giants, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Dallas Cowboys? Do you think Andy Dalton can get them to the playoffs? Yes or no?
Sure. I mean, to be quite frank with you, I don't think I'm seasoned enough to answer that question.
So here's go.
But what I will say is I think they got a shot.
There you go.
After seeing him play. And really, I think that they have a shot.
In my opinion, because that fucking division is so trash, you got the Washington football team that doesn't even have I don't even think they have a win. You got the New York Giants that don't have a win. None. You got the Eagles that only have 1 win, 2 losses, and a draw on the season. And obviously, you got the leaders of that division who are the Dallas Cowboys with 2 wins on the season. They're 2-3 on the season, and they lead that division. I think they end up winning the division outright because the other teams in that division are just so fucking hot garbage. They suck. Like, it's so bad. It's the worst division in all of football.
That's bad.
It's the worst division in all of football.
That's bad. So that means if the playoffs would be very lopsided.
Yeah, pretty much, because you're going to have a stinky team playing against a really good team.
Which is kind of what happened with the NBA this year. I'm sorry.
Hey, yo, shout out to the shit on you Browns. The shit on you Browns. The Browns beat the Indianapolis Colts. They ended up winning the game. It was the final score. I think it was, I'm looking at it on my phone right now. Hold on, I just had it up. So 32-23. That was a 1-point spread. You had the 3-1 Browns versus the 3-1 Indianapolis Colts, and the Browns are now 4-1 on the season. We are talking about the Cleveland Browns. These motherfuckers didn't have 4 wins in like 15 years or some stupid shit like that. They are 4-1 in the hardest division of all of football.
I guess they the ones that shit
Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, Baker Mayfield actually throwing the ball to the right team.
Odell Beckham missed the shit on my chest.
That was a good one. I missed the shit on my chest. We still got 2 more games. We have a game tonight and a game tomorrow. Obviously, the game tonight is the Saints versus the Chargers. You have the Saints. I have the Chargers. Cam has the Saints, if I'm not mistaken.
That's going to be a good game, though.
And this is a game we didn't get to pick because the line wasn't up on this game. Tomorrow's game, the Bills and Titans.
No, that was the one that was -1.
No. The Bills and Titans had no line because of the postponement of COVID.
Oh, so which one was the one that they just threw in the air? That was New Orleans?
No, that was the Browns and the Colts.
Browns, okay.
Browns and the Colts.
Right.
So we have to pick tomorrow's game. So tomorrow's game is a Tuesday game. It's the Bills versus the Titans. Who do you got?
Rough Buff.
I'm gonna go with the Tennessee Titans.
I'm riding with Rough Buff.
I'm gonna go. It doesn't matter. I already won the week, no matter what.
I'm a Tannehill fan for real, but give me Buffalo. They've been playing real football, real hard football.
They have been playing really good football. And I know for a fact tonight's game, you have the Saints, I have the Chargers. It's a +7, -7 line. I do think Herbert can keep the Chargers there. Literally, they keep them in line with the New Orleans Saints. Now,
I like that.
I think that's going to conclude. I don't think we have anything else to cover. I'm just so excited that we're back in the studio, as you can see. I think we don't have anything to cover on episode 97. Once again, this is the champion of week 4. I am already the champion of week 5, so I'm going to
Wait, no. Just for the record, I am the champion of champions because I'm the champion of week 4 and champion of week 1 and 2, if I'm not mistaken.
No. I won 3, you won 2.
So no, this is week. Oh yeah, this is week 5. Okay, yeah, you won this week already. Okay, right. So, but he's the champion of champions.
So then Cam is the loser of losers so far.
Damn.
So that's gonna conclude our episode 97 of EAC Show. Make sure you click like, subscribe on all podcast platforms and on YouTube. I fucked up. We didn't get to the promo for El Cubano. El Cubano, I'll get you on episode 98.
And just for the record, I definitely want to give the LA Lakers, King James, Rondo, Anthony Davis, I want to give you guys a huge shout out. You did it for Kobe. Know what I mean?
We'll see you episode 98 of the EAC Show. We appreciate you.
Oh, sugar honey iced tea. It's the EAC show.